Hello everyone, today we're going to be looking at a gambling machine in the form of a lottery in Minecraft. So this will randomly generate a combination of lights, and if you guess the correct combination, then it will display an output. If you guess wrong, oh, well, we just got twice in a row, so hopefully we can get it wrong this time. There we go, it didn't do anything. So I've created a few versions of this, and I will be explaining it later in the video. One variation is using stairs instead of solid blocks. This does reduce the variety in the blocks you can use for your buttons. However, it is more snappy when turning the lamps on or off, as opposed to this, which has a bit of a delay because the button has to turn off. Another variation does not display the previous outcome, so this just does it as a short pulse, whereas all the other designs will display the previous outcome. This one just demonstrates how long it can be, because one of the main features of this is that it is tileable. So you can have them right next to each other, and you can have it up to 29 blocks long. However, that would require a different input system to the one used here, but as it stands, this can be 15 blocks long, which is 1 in 32,000, which is pretty good. This is another version, which will work in the 1.12 version of the game. So the key differences being it uses slabs instead of glass. This doesn't actually matter to use glass in these, it just looks nicer. Also, it doesn't make use of the target blocks or the note blocks, which didn't function the same way in 1.11 or 1.12. It also uses activator rails and powered rails between the two modules, so they're very similar except for the rails. It also uses cauldrons since composters were introduced in 1.14, and the redstone dust does not run along the top of the pistons. So I'll just explain it. Here's a single module with the input circuit. The way the input circuit works is when you press the button, it powers the bottom line and the top line. So the top line resets these pistons. So if we just update it, it will reset it to the back every time. But it will also not display when it's being reset, because the way it reset is it extends it and retracts it. And this just makes sure it doesn't flash. So there's no interference. It also runs along the bottom, making sure not to power anything or be powered by anything. And it powers along the top of these droppers, which, because they're transparent, powers these droppers, which functions as the randomizer. So so if you want to take a look at that, that's right there. I've broken it down into its main sections. So it's got this is the button, this is the T flip-flop. So this just turns on and off the lamp using the note blocks to update the pistons. Then next up, so this is the wind detection system. So you will have, these are the two outputs from the randomizer, so either a win or a loss. And depending on whether the block is up or down, it will be detecting on a different block. So if this is powered, so if it wins when the lamp is off, then it will not give any output. And if it is like this, then it will. And because they're hoppers, it will give two updates, which is why I've made use of the sticky piston and redstone block, so it will give one signal. So if this is down, if this is up and the bottom one is powered, nothing will happen. And if it's down, then it will also update it. And this is the final circuit, which is just for the randomizer. So what this will do is it will either give the top line or the bottom line. So if the top line powers, then it will turn the lamp on. But in this case, it will, so normally it will reset Then it will display on if the sword is dispensed into the hopper, dropped. So yeah, and this will also go into the wind detection system. And by having a series of these in a row, it will detect, it requires them all to be wins for it to give an output. So it's an AND system. And then from the win line, you can take an output and do whatever you want with that. So it's just got one input, which is this button here, which will power the randomizer and reset it and display it and check for the winning. So I'll just do a quick fly around so you can take a look at those. These are the same, it's just the 1.12 version, and yeah. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, like, subscribe if you want. But yeah, hope you have a nice day, and I'll see you around.